During my more than 35 years experience in watch industry, when I saw some product, if I'm a designer of this watch, I should do like this, change like this. I always doing like this. So in my mind, pipeline already has a huge design and ideas. Even when after we launch particular models, try to wear as a test. After some months or a year, we need to be changed and modified. For example, our Type 1 series, our first prototype, we launched a Type 1B in 2019, and the Type 1C, second generation, was making from 2020 to 21. 22, we launched a fourth generation of Type 1 series, Type 1D. This year we continue to making this, but maybe near future we'll discontinue the Type 1D and we'll move to a Type 1E because we already have a new idea on the point of improvement. Us is an important thing is we need creating more beautiful watches compared to last year. I think this quest is never ended. When we launch our first rectangular watch in 2024, before launch, I was a little bit nervous about this because as I know, there are only two major brands is constantly making and selling the rectangular watches, Jaeger-LeCoultre and Cartier. As a brand, most of them try to launch a rectangular watch, square watches in their collection, and after several years, they stop. Even Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, even Rolex. Therefore, I was a little bit nervous. Okay, maybe our first rectangular watch is not acceptable from the market, not well received in the market. Okay, but when after launch a product, it's extremely well received. It's appreciated. It's good sign. As a first step, I make a design with a cover glass. We choose a more authentic material, which is a sapphire. It's a more clear and more hard and good for anti-scratch resistant. Therefore, we choose one. But I love sapphire crystal and acrylic crystal, both. For first step, I choose a more safe way. It was success. Okay, why not go to a more challenging? We need to spend a huge amount of money to creating a mold. But I really encouraged to success with our first rectangular watches. Then last year we decided to invest in making a mold for special acrylic glass for our second generation. It's not super clear compared to a sapphire, but something very subtle and special texture. I love this kind of special effect, for I choose acrylic, second choice. And this year, after launch of this acrylic glass model, Type 5A1, super well received. I'm more encouraged. It's material for more wider variation. I'm something purist of combination with a case and movement. When I design the rectangular watches, the movement must be same shape, which is a rectangular shaped movement. This is our first point. And I also carefully design the shape of the movement. This is a prototype of the latest rectangular watches with see-through case back and acrylic. Last year, 2024, we were participating in GPHG first time. For first session, we need to enter with a photo, only photo. Judges and juries cannot find the real watch and touch. Therefore, we carefully choose the product, and we conclude the Type 1D3, which is a hand-engraved decoration on the case back, which is a very strong detail. It couldn't be reached to a final stage last year. We learned a lot. This year, therefore, we planning to participate in GPHG with some new products. If we want to be the luxury watch business in a long time, I think a very healthy and established pre-owned market is necessary. If we ignore the pre-owned market, maybe our business will be struggled in the future. So far, not so many people try to selling our watches because our average customer age is pretty young. But in the future, when they need to sell the watch to the public, I think it's a very useful information for the future and healthy pre-owned market. Therefore, we keep disclosing quantity and which brand, which references, and when we manufacturing and when we stop the manufacturing this model. Keep disclosing this information. We have tons of idea, and myself to create the new watches every year. This year we have launched Type 6A perpetual calendar watches. Next year and the coming year we already have Type 7, 8, 9, 10 in our pipeline. Therefore we want to create a new product. Of course will be company size will be bigger, but we don't want to be a big company. We don't know yet how many watches a year is most suitable for us. I mentor in my mind, François June. He created 800 mechanical watches and 500 quartz watches named Elegant. For us, it's huge. François has a 12 sales channel directly organized boutique in the worldwide. It's so unique. No one did that François because François is a true genius in the 21st century. Therefore, we want to create a company the most suitable size for us. But maybe someday we need to stop some references because we cannot keep all the references. Manufacturing capacity has a limit. But, we want to create many products, as told you, improving product previous model, move to a next generation. I think it's never end. In recent year, our market is distribution ratio is pretty healthy. For us, the biggest market is the US, around 40% they occupy, and the rest of 60 we can divide it 4 parts. 20% is Japanese market because our mother country, and the rest 20% is Asian, except Japanese part, including Hong Kong, Korea, and Singapore, and some Indonesia. So Asian countries is getting stronger. And interestingly, 20% coming from Middle East. Now, of course, Dubai and Saudi Arabia and many Arabian country people send me an email. And every Friday, many Middle East people coming here to see our product. And the last 20% is coming from Europe. UK, France, Swiss, Italy. Yeah, they love our design. So far it's very well balanced. As I told you, our philosophy of watchmaking is very simple. Classic design made by cutting-edge technology, hand-engraved technique and hand-finishing technique. I think 2012, when we started the project with Kano-san and Fujita-san, we fixed this direction and it will never change. Because we know if we create and manufacturing one particular model for a long time with a mass manufacturing, it makes bigger sales and maybe bigger profit. But we are working in this project with a passion. If we want to be something more efficient, bigger scale business, I think shouldn't go to watchmaking. Therefore, I think that this direction philosophy is never change.